My brothers and sisters, good morning. How are you doing today? Did you see that video of Nigerian parliamentarians and South African going at each other? Gee whiskey, these people almost fought each other. That was bad. Did you see that? You didn't see that? Watch this video. This is crazy.
You can't change the name. You can't change it. You can't change it. Why? What did you do? That is their crime you committed. That is a crime.
That is the crime you committed. That's the Nigerian guy speaking to the South Africans. That is the crime you committed. That is the crime. You committed. That one is South African. You, if you see a finger, you were not. You know it's South African. My brother with the glasses. You. And this beautiful lady trying to stop everybody. Please stop, don't fight. She looks South African though. Sit down. Please, sit down, my brother. Sit down. They're attacking people. She could be South African or not. You never know. Africans look alike. I know you hate hearing that, but yeah. I know you don't like hearing that. Let's continue. My brother from South Africa with glasses. If you take him to Lagos, he looks like a Lagos man. But I know you don't like hearing that. Let's continue. But this one is a Nigerian. Okay. As you can see, this is some crazy stuff. It shouldn't be happening this way. It's bad. It's really, really bad. It's actually very disappointing. What happened was a meeting. Okay, they were having a meeting. It's an annual Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Africa region meeting. So it's basically lawmakers from all over Africa that were colonized by the British. That's why it's called Commonwealth. I have no idea why Africans love to perpetuate colonialism. Why can't you create parliamentarian groups of Africans? Why do you have to call it Commonwealth? Commonwealth, these are Commonwealth. These are countries that mostly were colonized by the British. And that's the reason why they speak English. Anyway, now they were sitting down to have a discussion. What was the meeting about? The meeting was about sharing ideas on how parliament can work better. So the meeting was not about talking about xenophobia or who is killing who. It was about other things. The other subject of a meeting was about building citizen trust in leaders, holding each other accountable in countries. So while they were talking, one of the Nigerians say, how do you expect us to work together as a continent if in some areas of the continent, some people are still living in a shackle of xenophobia, killing other Africans and hurting each other, you know? He was expressing himself in the way he felt. And the South Africans say, no, it's not xenophobia. It is reinforcing immigration laws. So they were fighting over the terminology. Is it xenophobia or enforcing immigration law? That's when things started heating up. That's where you saw the Nigerian men saying, but you are doing crime.
That is their crime you committed. That is a crime.
Because the South Africans say, don't call it xenophobia. It's not xenophobia. We're trying to reinforce our laws because a lot of these people are illegal immigrants. Rather call it illegal immigration. So the South Africans say it's not illegal immigration because even legal migrants are being attacked and beaten. So you can't call it illegal immigration issue. That was one of the main reasons why they were fighting. As you can see, the heat is on. The problem is real between Nigerians and South Africans all over the place. Let's go to the next video. These are Nigerians stamping on the South African flag. That is very much illegal. You can't do this. normally law enforcement should stop you from doing this because it's...
We love Nigeria. We stand for Nigeria. This is our useless flag. We love our country. We love Nigeria. We stand for Nigeria and we will speak up for our people. Stop killing our people. Stop brutalizing our people. Stop maltreating our people. Our people did nothing wrong to you guys. Leave our people alone. Leave Nigerians alone. Leave Nigerians alone. Stop killing our men. South Africans. Stop killing our men. South Africans. Stop killing our men. Stop killing our people. South Africa. We stand for Nigeria. We love our people. Stop killing our men. Stop killing our men. Stop killing our men. Stop brutalizing our men. Stop brutalizing our men. Stop brutalizing our men.
Okay, as you can see, it's going out of hand. Let's go to the next video.
I want to hear you say, "Thank you, Mr. President."
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, so this lady right here is, I believe, is the ambassador of Nigeria in South Africa, Miss Nikanawa Oche. She's asking people to say thank you to the president. Listen to this.
I want to hear you say, "Thank you, Mr. President."
Thank you, Mr. President.
We see the good thing you're doing,
We see the good thing you are doing,
and we are just pleading to fast track it.
and we're just pleading to fast track it.
Now that is a valid message.
Brother, this is absolutely humiliating. Why would you say thank you, Mr. President, while you are stuck in somebody else's country and Mr. President has not been able to send aeroplanes to send you back to your country? Why are you thanking Mr. President? You see, this is the mentality. This is very similar to what we saw in Uganda. Play that video of Uganda, people thanking the Ugandan president.
These are kids, listen.
You see this? You see what I'm saying? This is the mentality of most African countries, idolizing the president. President is like God. You have to beg him to do the most basic thing that he should have been doing by being voted in power. So you have to kneel down and pray the president to do his job. It's very sad.
And we are just pleading to fast track it.
And we're just pleading to fast track it.
Now that is a valid message.
I tell Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you, President.
Thank you for what?
Thank you for what?
Malawi's government
well,
are
Nigerians
steadily
are
taking
not
their people home. Zimbabweans are steadily taking their people home. Mozambicans are steadily taking their people home. Our people are asked to leave their homes and come here to be lifted. They sold the little things they have. Their house rent here is monthly. It's not like Nigeria where you pay yearly. They pay house rent here monthly. And so people have told their landlord, bye-bye, I'm not renewing my rent. And they have moved, only to be stranded here. And then you are telling us to thank the government of Nigeria. Why would we thank Mr. Tinubu?
Thank you, President. For what?
For what? They ask people to come out. Even if you have not asked Nigerians to come out, we will find our way.
Yeah.
But you ask us to come out on winter, women and children on winter, and they are here stranded. And the politicians are there in Nigeria,
Guys.
arguing and satisfying themselves. And these people are left here with no hope. And you are telling us to tell Mr. President, thank you. What are we thanking you for?
Okay, as you can see, it's going out of hand. Let's go to the next video.
We are currently at the South African High Commission, Abuja, and the what do they call them? Is it not the High Commissioner? The High Commissioner here says she's afraid. She says she's afraid to see us. That's what the High Commissioner is saying.
We feel like, excuse me, wait, hold up. Officer, just hold up. What I'm saying is simple. Nigerians are here in your commission, and you show more disrespect to Nigerian people. This is Nigerians outside.
We have had a petition, and we have voted on it. Thank you so much.
I've told her that.
Come and address people here.
She said she's afraid.
Afraid of what?
And I told her she has the Nigerian police here. And that we are not as violent as the South Africans. We are not violent people like the South Africans. Do you know the point?
So there is
and I made it very clear to her that
you
we
know
are
what
not
people are
living
doing
here
here.
on the comes out.
They know.
She should come out and address her. We cannot see her.
You can see here the Nigerians are going to the embassy of South Africa in Nigeria, asking them to leave. Okay, you see that? You can see this is ShopRite in Nigeria. Nigeria is going to put pressure, asking ShopRite to leave. So they have started. And this is very dangerous. This is some crazy stuff, fellas. As you can see, I think I want to hear what you have to say. Nigerians and South Africans going at each other at this rate is very, very dangerous. Let me know how you feel about this. It was a great pleasure. God bless.